It was a Sunday, March 27, 1977, when a dense, fast-moving fog rolled over Los Rodeos Airport on Tenerife. Hundreds of passengers waited inside, unaware they were about to witness the deadliest disaster in aviation history. The tragedy began not at Los Rodeos, but at Gran Canaria Airport, where a terrorist bomb forced authorities to divert flights. Two jumbo jets, a Pan Am 747 and a KLM 747, were rerouted to the small, ill-equipped Los Rodeos. The airport, never meant for such traffic, became dangerously congested. Air traffic controllers, unaccustomed to the chaos, struggled to manage the sudden influx. Then the fog arrived, reducing visibility to near zero. The Pan Am and KLM jets sat on the tarmac for hours, their crews growing anxious. The KLM crew faced mounting pressure. A new Dutch law meant if they didn't depart soon, they'd be grounded. This urgency, combined with fatigue and frustration, set the stage for disaster. The human element, stress, impatience, and the desire to get home began to cloud judgment. A series of small, seemingly unrelated events were aligning. No one knew that every decision, every delay was another link in a fatal chain. The stage was set for catastrophe. The KLM captain decided to refuel in Tenerife, trapping the ready-to-depart Pan Am jet behind him. Refueling took nearly an hour. The fog thickened and tensions rose. With the main taxiway blocked, both planes had to backtrack down the active runway. The KLM would turn at the end and wait. Pan Am was to follow and exit onto a side taxiway. But the fog was so dense, Pan Am's pilots couldn't see the signs. They counted exits, unsure of their position. Communication began to break down. The Spanish controller's accent, the pilot's different backgrounds, and ambiguous phrases all added confusion. Standard phraseology frayed. Words like "okay" became dangerously unclear. The KLM captain, under immense pressure and running out of time, began preparing for takeoff before receiving final clearance. His anticipation combined with miscommunication set the stage for the final, fatal misunderstanding. The smallest errors were compounding, unseen in the fog. The KLM first officer radioed, "We are now at takeoff." Not standard, not a request. At the same moment, Pan Am's crew transmitted, "We're still taxiing down the runway." But the messages overlapped, lost in static. Only the word "okay" broke through, tragically misinterpreted by the KLM captain as clearance. The tower's actual instruction, "Stand by for takeoff," was never heard. Believing he was cleared, Captain Van Zanten released the brakes and accelerated into the fog. On the Pan Am jet, horror dawned as landing lights appeared out of the mist. "He's taking off!" The Pan Am crew tried to swerve off the runway, but it was too late. The KLM flight engineer shouted, "V1!" The point of no return. The KLM jet tried to lift off, but its engines and landing gear sliced through Pan Am's fuselage. The impact was catastrophic. The KLM jet crashed and exploded, killing all 248 on board. The Pan Am jet, its roof torn away, erupted in flames. 61 people managed to escape, but 335 perished. Emergency crews, blinded by fog, didn't realize two planes were involved until the smoke cleared. In total, 583 lives were lost. The deadliest accident in aviation history. The disaster forced sweeping changes, standardized radio phraseology, mandatory crew resource management, and a new culture of cockpit communication. Today's air travel is safe because of lessons learned that day. Every clear radio call, every empowered first officer, is part of Tenerife's legacy. The tragedy was born from human error, stress, and miscommunication, not mechanical failure. The ghosts of Los Rodeos remind us, even the safest systems are only as strong as the people within them. Understanding our own fallibility is the key to preventing the unthinkable. The legacy of Tenerife endures in every flight every day.